Hey YouTube, today we're going to check out the Duncan Echo 2. This is the Duncan Echo 2. I bought this used on Amazon for around $13. So it looks like the original packaging is pretty beat up, but this is a used item. There's the info right there. I'll post up the details later in this video, or you can pause it here. And here it is up close. The Echo 2 has a flat lip, so that you can fit side caps from other Duncan yoyos, like the Freehand. The center of the cup does have a nice bowl-like shape so that it leads your finger into the middle for finger spins. That lip definitely is flat, so thumb grinds will barely hold at a tilt. And the laser engraving is very subtle. Did you notice that number 2 in there? The Duncan Echo 2 comes in at 68.9 grams in weight, 56 millimeters in diameter, 42.3 millimeters in width, and has a 4.2 millimeter string gap. And the curved V profile has all these groove lines carved in. It's supposed to help with body grinds. I'm not sure if that finish is grind friendly. Looks like mine came with a concave style 10-ball bearing. Now you might be wondering, concave style? I mean, it might be a Duncan bearing, right? But you can check out some of my videos about bearings up at the top right corner of the screen. I go pretty in-depth with them. Spins really smoothly. So let's put this yo-yo together and see how it plays. So I found the Duncan Echo 2 for quite some time now, probably around the same time when I first reviewed the Torque. The design is pretty significantly different. It's kind of got these grooves that are like machined into the profile itself. It has a V profile. It doesn't have a hook lip, so instead it has these kind of like, it's machined in a way so that you can actually fit the Duncan side caps, either from the Freehand or the various rim looking ones that I've seen around. So it's kind of interesting. Since there's no hook lip, I don't know how your thumb grinds will be, so let me give it a try. It's definitely gonna have to be on a tilt, and it's gonna be very hard to catch because it becomes a kind of a finger spin. The center of the cup has no nipple or dimple, so it's just a opening. It looks like it's big enough so that you can do your finger spin, so let's give that a try. I'm still trying to learn how to get it back, or at least do the DNA, but I'm slowly getting there. It's not exactly a wide yo-yo, but I think you'd be able to still do some horizontal, so let's see what I can do with this. So you can go horizontal with this yo-yo. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do with it because it's not a very wide yo-yo, but it's got just enough balance overall for everything else where you can be able to do some horizontal. Although it's got these lines onto the profile that's designed for like body grinds, but I'm not sure because of the finish. It's not sandblasted, so it can be kind of grippy onto your skin. You can do it, but once it makes contact onto the outer rim, which is polished, yeah, it's definitely gonna catch and just like it doesn't really grind anymore. So due to those machine lines into the profile, doing any type of vibe test, it's going to be hard because it kind of dampens it, so you won't really hear it. So I have a plastic pen, specifically plastic because it's not going to mar or damage the anode, the anodizing. So let's check out the vibe. So it looks like we have some vibe on the outside, kind of like the outer profile. Middle's kind of okay. So it's kind of like around here that actually has some vibe. Yeah. So overall, I think the Echo 2 is actually a fun yo-yo, although some of the marketing on it, like those groove lines, is kind of not really very useful. It's not very bouncy, but it's not very rim weighted, so it's kind of like a balanced yo-yo. It does have some weight to it, so if you're familiar with the Magic Yo-Yo Hertz, the Echo is kind of like a heavier version with just a little bit more power. Overall, you can do your finger spins. It's just gonna kind of spin around. Come on, let's see if I can get this in. Oh no, I'm going a little too high.